Hello. Should we make a guitar? Actually, in this case, we're going to make a bass. But firstly, the previous one is finished and it plays really nice. I'm going to record a demo, but I got ill. Stupid COVID. So once I'm feeling better, I'm going to sort that out. We can hear what this sounds like. But for now, let's stay here for a second. For a while, I've wanted to see what a 30-inch, well, make that up, Chris. What a short scale bass would be like on one of the normal size bodies. And then I saw this 30-inch scale neck for sale, and I think it's going to do the trick. So I'm going to go full Skybeam, but using this. Rather than the usual trick where I make splints and then stick them together side by side, this has a scarf joint, which is cool, and a bit of a volute. So the reason I think this will work on a normal guitar body is that if you take a look here, the bridge is here, so there's a few inches left here, and the neck goes that way, so you've got, it will extend in both directions. So if you take a bass, here's one. It uses all the entire length of the body. Dogs are barking. And I think it joins around about the 16th fret, the same way I would when I do my designs. Mocking myself. So I think a 30-inch scale one would work quite well. It's not, you can see, a fair bit shorter than a full jazz bass. This is the first electric instrument I ever bought, and for most of my life I called it a Phoenix because it's quite clearly a Fender copy. And then I realised some people would pronounce that as Phoenix, which kind of makes sense. Anyway, so if we take a template, just to test this theory to start with. Place it on this. This Sepelia I've had hanging around for ages, and it weighs a ton, so I might have to do a lot of carving and stuff to make it light, but we'll see how it goes. If we attach this around about the 17th, 16th, 17th fret, like I said, we're now going to need to know where 30-inch lands is. So you say that. So 30 inches. Let's just double check it's 15 to the 12th fret, which is here. Which it is. 30 inches is to here only. So that's going to work really well. Really, really well. Tons of space left. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. For I have already purchased a bridge. It says Wilkinson by Korea, so I don't know if this is genuine Wilkinson or not. Anyway, but if we put that here, I'm more than happy with that. Because we, on these designs, I would have the curve away coming here, so I'll have to make sure that doesn't clash. Let's do that now. Here is a template just for the curves. Let's try that again. Forward to there. Okay, yep, that fits well within the curves. Awesome. Other things you might worry about. Because I'm gluing it into a pocket, it may be concerned that there's a lot more tension on the big strings, but especially as I'm going with the normal sort of fender pocket type thing. However, here's another neck which I'm going to be using at some point. If that joins around the 16th fret, that gives us, I've never used this tape measure so much in my life, that gives us sort of 7.5 centimetres of gluing area. And on this one, we get like 11 to 12 centimetres of gluing area. So I think that would be more than enough to compensate. Woohoo! So next thing I have to do is to stick these two bits of wood together to make another bit of wood. So I bought these, they were already squared on all four sides. However, I had it over a year and it would have moved. So what I'm going to do is just skim some off the edge where it glues and stick it together. So the way I do this is I will tape a spirit level to the edge and then I shall run it along the router. Simple as that. To make sure to account for any maybe tilt, I should do one pointing up and one pointing down. So if there is any angle, then the two angles will butt together rather than form an arch. Are we ready? Let's go. And it's as simple as that. Probably should use the spirit level the same way up every time as well, just to get the same results, which I did. Okay, so don't be alarmed by the outline here. So we have two bits of wood, which I lined like that, didn't I? Yes. So we'll take this rather suspicious looking ketchup, glue these together. Probably wasn't filmed from the best angle, but we are all clamped up. I'll wipe some off in a minute. We have lots of splooge from lots of sides. So I'm just pretending to measure the thickness of this for the first time for the camera. It's 45 mils, which is quite hefty, just like your mum. But I think once I've skimmed the surface and sanded it down, we're going to lose quite a few mils. And then we can, well, this is my problem. Of many. Because I realise if I slap this template on, the neck pocket, it's wider at the neck. Heel. Sit. So if I draw around this, then I'm fucked, basically. I thought I could get away without a template. I might still get away without a template if I just leave some meat to carve away manually at the end. Yeah, actually, I'll flatten it as is because no. So yeah, I would be in trouble if I followed this template. We'd be eating into the neck here. I'm not going to make another template though. I'm just going to. I don't trust myself, but no, I'm going to try to remember that I need to make this a bit wider when I cut it out. I'll be shaping it all back anyway, so it doesn't matter if the router doesn't accurately do that bit. Yeah. So yeah, I will cut out the rough shape just to give the router less work to do when I'm flattening it. I've used the washer trick to kind of draw a fatter outline which would accommodate the extra neck girth required and give the router a lot less work to do when I'm levelling it. So let's cut it out and get it done. So, just going to skim the surface to make it all flat, and then we go back to shaping it properly. So the backside's flattened, and I was surprised to find it's not actually that much thinner, so I might need to move like 1 or 2 mil while I'm doing the top. Okay, so we're flattened. I've drawn around the thing, but apart from where the new wider neck will be, what have I pressed? And so we're going to come out from there. Yogi bear. So yeah, if I come out here and go wide around, yep. And on this side, we can shave it all in. The pickup just arrived in the post, so I thought I'd do a quick mock-up. It's a mock-up. Bad joke. Anyway, interesting pickup. It's jazz bass. It's P bass. What is it? Anyway, let's get all this routed. And I can work out. Well, I've got 2 templates to make. One for neck, one for pickup. Right, I've attached a template. We're going to route the perimeter, but not. I'm going to stop when I get to the red arrows because that's the new neck pocket. And while I'm down there, I'm going to put a round over on as well. Down where, Chris? No one knows where you are. My router table lives on the floor. Don't know if the camera caught it, but a chunk flew off here. That residue. There we go. Yeah, it's quite visible here, isn't it? But I'm going to put a round over. And when the belly carve comes in, I'm hoping it's going to take most of that away. So I'm repurposing an old template. All the routes in this are wrong, so that's good. But it does have a neck pocket started there, so hopefully it won't make too much dust. Now I did consider getting some flat edges, putting them straight on the guitar body and doing it that way like I've seen people do. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So let's get this off and see how well the neck fits. I did put a lot of tape on it. Don't actually know what you saw of that, but it might come apart. Anyway, if this works, I've got a template ready for when I make this again. Wishful thinking. Okay. It certainly looks like a neck cavity. It comes in here, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to shove a neck straight in there. He says, about to try it. that's not going to work. Okay, still, let's sort that out and get a little mock-up going. And here is the progress so far. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I don't know whether to kind of, much like the single pickup guitars, ram this down the end. Then you've got like the jazz bass bridge pickup going on, but you can bring in the P bass pickup, or something more central. I think we call it a day. Bye.